miss in the early 2000s, I missed the hippie movement by a bit. But I was such a hippie in the year 2000. I graduated college and I just wanted to explore and be free. And I loved, bell bottoms and all things flowery. So I was like just a kind of a hippie. But my friend Sven, who ended up taking this road trip with me, was a full-fledged communist. So he was more hardcore than I in terms of his political leanings. But he had he had legitimacy. Like he had communist cred. He was originally from former East Germany, so he'd actually lived communism, and he would wax nostalgically about the days before the wall came down as we traveled on this long trip together through America. I think there was like a little disconnect. He just kind of missed the fact that if the wall hadn't come down, he wouldn't have been there with me traveling. So that was a little hole in the story. But other than that, he made communism sound like really appealing. Like everyone worked together, and so he was really, he was pretty left, and I was too. And at the time, we just wanted to kind of live, freely, and we did that for 3 months until our money ran out, and then it became like harder to be a communist and a free-spirited hippie. But we used up all our money. In fact, we bought a car for $600 to start out the trip, and we drove that $600 car, all the way from Delaware, all the way across to the West Coast, and then almost back. We made it back to Western Mass. Which is like a long way. I mean, the people that sold us the car later told us like how surprised they were that the car they sold us made it that far. Or the car we sold you made it that far. But it did die in kind of a dramatic explosion of antifreeze geyser going up in the air, and that was the total end of the $600 car. But there was a mechanic in Northampton that took our car, and he instead sold us a $200 car, which shouldn't have really lived, but it kind of like came back to life. If you just cajoled it long enough, it would come back to life for a minute, and then it would drive a few miles, and then it would die again, and then you have to cajole it back to life. So that car brought us all the way home from Western Mass to Delaware. However, a journey that usually takes like 6 hours took like 30 hours. But the car came back just enough to let us go home. And then when I came home from my big hippie trip, I wrote this song. It's called Long Way. It chronicles the whole trip, so it's long.